Hi friends! I am sure that no one's gonna hop on right now because it is Saturday night and you guys are all way cooler than me. So, I am not gonna wait for anybody to hop on. Hey, there's some lamos with me. I don't know who you are, but hi. I can't see. Oh, hi, Jody! Seriously, I am this cool that I am just gonna hang out and talk to you about my final week and my detox here with you on my crazy Saturday night. I wanted to film this tonight because tomorrow my brother-in-law is getting married and we have a crazy busy day, so I wanted to make sure I got this in before next week kind of came around and I forgot. But I can't wait to share my results, and I wish that there was a way to show in photos how good I feel and not just the physical changes that happened, which blew my mind. Um, I lost 7 pounds, and I've shared all along, weight loss was not my goal, but there was some just stubborn areas that I was really trying to get rid of, and no matter how hard I worked, I couldn't see any progress. My arms is where I carry a lot of my fat, and my lower belly area after pregnancy, and both of those I lost an inch and a half on my waist, and a half an inch on each arm, and a half an inch on each thigh. So that was all areas that I was not budging in before, no matter what I was doing. So I was really happy about that. And, I don't focus too much on weight because I know that that has a lot to do with muscle and things like that. And the only workouts I was doing this entire time was light yoga. Today I did cheat and I tried the brand new sneak peek of the new workout that's launching that I have. And I didn't do it 100% because I knew I just shouldn't go all in after not working out for 3 weeks. I modified a lot of it, but it felt really good to sweat. It felt really good to work hard again. So that was fun, and I can't wait to kind of dive back in on Monday full force. But the biggest changes this week, so this week was no grains, and continuing on from the first week, no dairy and no meat. So majority of my meals were all fruits and vegetables and sweet potatoes. And it was way easier than I thought. And those of you, I will share, so if you're just kind of tuning in now and haven't listened to my last videos, I followed it's called the In a Crunch plan. So there's an original detox that has like specific meals every single day for 21 days. And it gets you to try really different things. And I tried a bunch of things that I'm not normally going to eat, like this cucumber, I can't remember the name of it, cucumber soup, and the sweet potato bisque, and all sorts of other stuff that I don't, roasted beets and stuff like that that I normally wouldn't eat, that I ended up loving, and I will continue making after this. But for the most part, I knew, my days are crazy busy, and chasing after a 9-month old and running a business from home and, all that stuff is not easy. I couldn't spend a lot of time in the kitchen, and that's what a lot of my clients complain of is, lack of time, and they need it to be realistic to follow through. Well, I wanted to do the In a Crunch plan because I wanted people to relate to maybe what they might be using as an excuse, like time or energy or, whatever. Finances. It was also a lot easier on finances to do the In a Crunch plan too because it was a lot less meals to try. It was more of the same things over and over, so I could buy in bulk. And like I was shared before, I prepped all of the entire week on Sundays, so it was really easy to follow. It was, I don't mind eating the same things over and over if they're good and I like them. The other thing I will share with you guys is that, I am not a rule breaker, but I'm also not going to follow something if my body's telling me something different. And the number one thing on this plan is that they never want you to feel, deprived or hungry, because if you're giving your body the nutrients that it needs, you're not going to have those feelings. So there were a couple days that I added an extra snack if I had a long day, or, I also they expect people to rest the entire 21 days. That's not realistic for me. I was out doing yard work. I had all my power tools out in the garage today. I was building stuff, and, I'm very active regardless of a workout. So there was some days that I added in an extra apple or some grapes or some fruit. The biggest thing this week that I noticed was that my coffee habit is purely habitual. Like, it's more of a comfort thing than anything. So this week, all of my breakfast was 3 cups of fruit. And I was watching my body be able to metabolize that fruit and break down those sugars and use that sugar for energy. And I didn't even need a coffee. Like, I didn't need that energy in the morning like I normally did. Whereas before, I used to eat oatmeal or English muffin or, some sort of grain or oats for breakfast. And I always needed that. So that's something I'm definitely going to adopt going forward. Maybe throw in some eggs or something. But I really, that was kind of an eye-opener to me. And I'm not going to give up coffee because I'm down to 1 cup a day, and that's where I want to be. And I don't need it, not even every day, just kind of as a treat. And I drink it black, unsweetened, so that's something I'm probably going to continue, but now I know I don't need it. I know that I don't have to have it. My sweets cravings, gone. Like, absolutely gone. I don't even think about dark chocolate covered almonds, and I'm not going to buy them anymore because I know I can't control myself around them. Before doing this, I was having popcorn almost every single night, probably for the last, 2 months at least, like every night. It just became a habit. And it wasn't ruining my progress or, I wasn't feeling like I was gaining. I was only having a little bit, but it was a habit, and it was a bad habit. And now I haven't had that, so that's something I'll probably continue and then just add it back in as treats. What else this week? This week was really pretty much similar to last week. I felt amazing. No stomach aches, sleeping great. What else? Energy was good. Like I said, it felt like I was using my food for fuel. And the other reason I like this in a crunch plan is because it's a lot more carbohydrate heavy. So like with every meal I had a sweet potato this week, and last week it was quinoa or sweet potato, and that really helped give me the energy that I need. But it was eye-opening to me how much food I was eating and still how much progress I was making. Like, I don't know how I lost 7 pounds. No idea. And it's not muscle because I felt strong today. I took some, flexing pictures too in my afters, and my muscles look the same. I feel still strong. I'm sure when I do my first heavy lifting workout again, I'm going to be sore. But I'm going to continue the gallon of water a day. That was something that I was totally lacking on. And that helped with my progress tremendously, I think. And then some of the supplements I will continue for sure because I know that they have a huge factor in how great that I feel and how much better I'm digesting the food and really, absorbing those nutrients. But the biggest thing for me, you guys, and I'm going to share this in my post because I don't want to talk to you all night and bore you to death, at least it'll make you sleep good, but, is slowing down and making time for myself. Being busy isn't something to be proud of. It's actually something that you should maybe take a good look at because everybody's busy, but it's better to be busy with filling your cup with things that are, meaningful and will last a lifetime instead of busyness with things, and little things to check off your to-do list. And I felt like I was going down that road quickly with all the responsibilities and some really, really bad struggles this summer with some personal stuff. And, life was just really pouring hard, and I felt like I was maintaining, I was still working out, I was still doing whatever, but like I didn't have any time for me. I didn't have any, like, my intentional time with people that I love wasn't really intentional because I was always thinking of the next thing to do, or I was so emotionally drained that I couldn't be present. And during this whole last 3 weeks, I didn't make I made one plan. That's it. One plan. And for me, that's like insane. I have plans all day, every day. And that was really amazing for me to realize how much I need that. I'm an introvert, but I also love being with people. But what I learned is that I have to give myself that time first before I give it to other people. Otherwise, that time with other people isn't going to be what it should. And I, made sure I had time for my devotionals, and I made sure I had time for yoga and like restoring my body instead of just beating it up in a workout, and trying to be more meaningful with my conversations I was having with people, and really, being absent from my phone. And that was hard for me because I run a business online and I run a business on social media, and stepping away and letting my inbox get full and letting it overflow and letting things sit there for a few days, because when I'm home, I don't want to be glued to my phone. I don't want to be glued to, things all the time. And it's going to be a work in progress, but it's definitely going to be something I continue doing going forward, just knowing that about myself, that to recognize, you guys, before you hit empty, because you just got to fill your tank before it gets too low. And this is the perfect time. My emotions, I feel, are so much more stable, like everything. I can't even tell you. So I'm anxious to see what happens with my PCOS, and moving forward, like what happens with my cycles and all that stuff, because I know it made an impact on my hormones. So I'm kind of anxious to see what happens there. But I'll keep you guys in the loop, and I'll share my photos probably Monday or tomorrow night if I get them done. But I wanted to share, I think everybody should do this. Everybody can do this. If I can do it, anybody can. And then I have, a couple modifications that made it more realistic for people that are looking to maybe do it on more of a budget, or save some time for yourself throughout the week. So let me know if you want to rock it with me and a couple other people that are going to be doing it with me before the holidays here. So I will talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Good night.